Hello everybody, welcome back. It's very weird for me to be making this video at this angle. I'm in the same room, sitting at the same spot, but I flipped around because the sun is shining in my face on that side. I'm hoping that doesn't happen on this side, but I don't know if it's going to or not yet because I just turned around. So today I'm just going to do another update video on how I'm doing with my rheumatoid arthritis, and I'm going to show you my stitching at the end, because that's what I've been asked to do by many people. They're like, what's going on? How are you feeling? How's your stitching going? So I'm like, hey, yeah, let me do that video. I'm choosing to do it right now because I have another treatment coming up at the end of the week, and those treatments have been, the side effects of them, my voice is hoarse right now. The side effects of them is that I get super tired for about a week, maybe a little longer. I mean lethargic tired, where I'm just, to move is just like an effort, and I'm like, So I know I'm not going to feel like doing a video next week, so I figured today is the day. Yesterday I was super busy, so here I am. Yay! So as far as me being sick with the rheumatoid arthritis, I've had two of the treatments that I spoke about in my last video, the intravenous medication, and like I said, the side effects, pretty much what I'm feeling right now is that I just get super tired and super lethargic. I get a little emotional. They do make me a little weepy. I'm not gonna lie about that. And I'm losing some hair, but not a lot of hair. I'm just like, yesterday when I got my hair done, my stylist was like, and she's like, oh my gosh, I just like pulled out a bunch of your hair, but it's not, I don't think it's going to be significant enough for me to be like, I need to stop this medication because I'm going bald. A lot of chemotherapy treatments make people go bald, but this one is said to just make people's hair thin. They do consider this a chemotherapy treatment because it's chemical therapy that goes into your body, so technically in a medical speaking way, it's chemo. So that's what it says on the insurance forms. The first time you see that, you're like, what? But I went over it with people who are on, you know, like rheumatoid arthritis support groups online, and they say, yeah, you know, it technically is, but you don't have to think that you're getting like serious chemotherapy treatments that are going to make you very sick, make you throw up. You don't have cancer, so don't get worried about something like that. So it's scary to say that word, but, you know, I don't want to scare everybody. As far as how they're making me feel with getting better, I can say the first one I felt nothing until the end of that treatment, like 2 days or so before I was going to go for my next treatment. I started to notice that my hands weren't getting those bumps anymore, and they weren't curled up when I woke up in the morning, and they weren't snapping anymore. And I noticed that my feet weren't red and I could walk longer on them. And so far I haven't had much improvement in my knees or hips, but some. With this second treatment, I noticed that I got a lot of energy back, and I started feeling better in my hip, not totally better, and just, you know, I could tell that it's working. But now that it's like a week to my next treatment, I can tell that it's wearing off. Now, I did hear when you get intravenous treatments like this with biologic medications, that you know when you're due for your next treatment because you can feel it wearing off, and you pretty much, your symptoms do return, you flare up bad and you feel like crap, and that's where I am right now. I'm so tired. I didn't want to get up today. I knew I had to make a video for you guys because I want to let you know how I'm feeling, and I know I'm not going to be able to do it the rest of the week, but that's like, I haven't laid in bed in a long time being like, I can't get up today. So I can say it's working, but I know that when I go see my doctor, which is a week after my next treatment, I'm going to have to tell him, you know, how it's going, and he's probably going to tweak it, find a frequency and a dosage that works. Not there yet, but I know in my heart of hearts that this is what's going to work for me, and it's great. Like, yay. Maybe I'm not as woo as I should be about it, because I expected to feel better by now, but I do remember my doctor did say, you won't feel better until you have the third treatment, and I'm only on my second one. I get my third one Friday. So as far as other videos go, I do want to make the paranormal videos. I do want to do, people are like, can you make candle videos? Yes. Can you make review videos with cosmetics? It's like, I don't buy a lot of cosmetics anymore because I probably have a stash of cosmetics up in my makeup room that is enough to last until the day I die, but when I get something and I like it, I can share it with you guys. It's just I never meant for my channel to go downhill, but I've been sick for 6 years and I'm finally getting better. So when I am better, we're gonna make videos all the time. And I know a lot of people who want the specific videos aren't even gonna watch this video. They're gonna skip right over it and yell at me for not making paranormal videos or whatever kind of videos, and I apologize, but I'm trying. So as far as cross stitching goes, like I said, I got a lot more done this time. I did get a few things. Something was sent to me as a gift, something was given to me as a gift, and I bought 2 things because I had to buy some, I swear to God, no, I had to buy some supplies for a new stitch along that started. I decided instead of doing the chatelaine stitch along, I'm going to do the lavender lace stitch along that started on Sunday this week. Because I wanted to really do the one that I'm working on, which I'll show you in a second. Also, I wanted to say that I'm starting a playlist for stitchers on YouTube, and if you want to be on that playlist, please let me know. It's just a way for us stitchers to unite and to share our videos with each other so we can all be together and see each other, and especially if you're new and, you know, not a lot of people know about you. I don't know, I've said this a million times in my videos. If I don't know you're there, I can't subscribe to you, and I am so bad with like just finding people online. People might say, well, you must be dumb if you can't do that. Well, maybe I am a little airheaded, okay? But that's me. But I want to be there for everybody who's doing this on YouTube. I feel like, almost like, you know, I don't want to say like I'm a martyr for the stitchers, but I want everybody to feel like they're included and loved and appreciated, and everybody who watches this video, make sure you go to there and you check everybody out. I'm not going to tell you have to subscribe to everybody, because who you subscribe to is your own personal business. I'll start with the little stash that I bought. Well, I bought 2 of them, but I was given some of this and it was nice. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a little gift I got, and I don't know if you guys stitched that on there? Oh yeah, you do. If you know what Reddit is, so Reddit is like this community online. It's going through a lot of crap right now with something, some person did something, and I don't pay attention to that. But twice a year they do like a Secret Santa. They do the Secret Santa for Christmas, and then they do the Secret Santa for Arbitrary Secret Santa, which is like halfway through Christmas, like halfway to Christmas. And my husband and I participate in the Secret Santa because it's fun. You get a stranger from somewhere in the world you tell them a little bit about yourself, they tell you a little bit about themselves, but you don't get the same people, you know what I mean? I didn't send to the person that sent to me, and they didn't send to the person that sent to them. And, you know, they send you gifts. It's like a little random thing to do. And why I like to do this one so much is because you don't know who you're gonna get, and it's just such a surprise. So the first time I did it was the past December, and I got cool stuff. I got a Dotson scarf and some lip balm and just some really neat stuff, girly stuff. But this time I actually got a stitch kit. And I was like, this person listened, and they know me so well from sending this gift just by what they read, because it is a bee stitch kit. And it's this little dimensions kit that says let it be. And I think it's really, really cute. Like, see? That's perfect for me because I'm a beekeeper. I love bees, and I cross stitch. They sent me a few other things too, like a bee keychain, a t-shirt with a bee on it. They sent me a whole like 9-pound box of dog biscuits for my dogs. So it was really cool. If you guys like Reddit, you should participate in the Secret Santas because they're fun. Then my husband ordered this for me randomly. I opened it so it's sticky. Off of Amazon, I think he got this. He just saw it, and I think they suggested it to him because I was looking at some stuff on there. And he ordered it for me. And I know this is a giant pain in the butt kit because I've heard a lot of people who tried to do this one, they gave up on it because it's not easy. I think it has a lot to do with the color of the fabric. But I just finished the Abbey. I'm going to show you guys that, and I think that's why he ordered this for me. I like it, but I'm going to wait a while to stitch it because I have a lot going on right now, and if it's as aggravating as everybody says it is, I don't need the aggravation while I don't feel good. But it's this one, the Victorian Charm Dimensions Kit. It's beautiful. And I've done a dimensions kit before. The swan, you guys remember that one? And I like it. I mean, it's really pretty. It's even got cats on there, and I'm not a huge fan of cats, but I don't hate them. I love all animals, but I don't have cats. My dogs won't let me have cats. They're like, no cats in this house, okay? Right, Clover and Abby? They're over there sleeping. They're like, yeah, no cats. But it's really pretty. It's beautiful, but I mean, you can tell by looking at it that it's a lot of work, and I think I know the problem is that it's on a really dark color fabric. I think the trick is you put a white towel on your lap when you're stitching and you can see better, but I don't know. And then I got 2 charts from 123 Stitch because they were on clearance and I wanted to grab them just in case they're being discontinued, and I had to order the stuff for the lavender and lace stitch along. So this is a chart that I always wanted. It's from Just Nan, and it's, okay, don't think I'm being egotistical here, but it's Emma and Eliza in the garden, and yes, it has my name, and yes, that's part of the reason why I got it, but I love, almost said lavender and lace, I love Just Nan's charts. They're really cute, and this is what it looks like. I should probably take it out of there. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'll read what it says. It says, Emma planted, Eliza picked, Emma potted, Eliza clipped, Emma watered, Eliza dripped. That's cute, and that's what it looks like. Hello. I don't know who Eliza is, but Emma's me, so we got that. I'm gonna take you guys out soon and show you my garden. It's ridiculous how big it is and how much it grew. Like, I did not expect. Alright, don't tell my husband, but I really didn't have much to do with the planting of the garden because that was his baby, but I didn't expect it to do anything because I know a lot of people around here try to plant gardens and they don't grow. They like get 2 tomatoes and they call it a day, but mine is like, I blame it on those high tension power lines out there. I say that's why it grew, because it's like nuclear garden. It's huge. We have 8 feet sunflowers out there. It's crazy. But I'll take you guys out there and show you, because we're not doing the beekeeper updates lately because we're at the stage where the bees need to be just left alone to build their honey for the winter so they can overwinter. We just go in there, you know, like once every 2 weeks and check, make sure everything's okay, make sure they don't have any pests in there, and leave them alone because they're building up colonies now, and they're getting, you know, if you bother with them too much, they're very gentle, but if you bother with them too much, they'll just be like, hey, get out of here. I did get stung once. I know people say I talk too much, but if you don't want to hear me, well, I'm sorry. But I did get stung once, and it wasn't even a honeybee. I was walking away from the hives, and I stepped on a little piece of clover that my bumblebees were on. A bumblebee was on, and he like landed on my shoe where I was wearing flats, and where I would bring it up, and he stung me right in the ankle, and that was like one of the most painful things in the world. Honeybees, I don't know how it feels to be stung by one. I don't think I've ever been stung by one, but bumblebees are terrible. Terrible stingers. They hurt bad. I even said to my husband, I'm like, I just got bit by a snake. It was a snake. It had to be. It hurts. He's like, what are you talking about? We do have snakes, but we don't have, like, you know, cobras out there. Okay, anyways, and I got this one. It's called Sailing Ship Sampler, and it's like a baby sampler, but I liked it because it had the ships on it, and it's huge. It's from Rosewood Manor. I just liked it, and it was on clearance, and like I said, I don't know if it's going to be available anymore. They're retiring the pattern or what, and it is like it's like a family tree with, like, if you have a baby, you put the baby's name there, but there's many different ways you can work it. You don't even have to put the initials on there. You could even just put, like, your family name there. So I'll show you my whips. I don't remember if I worked on this or not since the last time I saw you guys. I think I only had the deer body and the head of the lady for the Gather Ye Tulips. So I have like a little bit of her bodice. I have not worked on this a lot, I mean, obviously. But I do want to pick it back up again and work on it soon, because I do like this one. It's really cute. Then I have You Are My Lobster. that I was making for my husband, and I was trying to finish this last week before we started the lavender and lace. It looks like that if you don't remember. And I did get a good dent in it, but then, I mean, when I ordered the pattern, it said to get one of each, a skein of Freedom and a skein of Tomato by the Gentle Arts Shaker Threads. And I did, but I ran out of Tomato, and it's not like I'm like a wasteful stitcher with my threads, so I think it should have said get two, because I had to order more and wait for it to come. Just saying. No, it did annoy me a little bit, because I really wanted to get it done before I started a new one, but I didn't. But the threads have come, and I'm ready to pick it back up soon. But this is my progress on this. You are my lobster. I did start a little one when I ran out of the threads for the lobster one because I was frustrated. Sound like I want to flood a little bit there. Because I was frustrated and I was like, I don't want to work on any of my big ones right now. I want to finish that one, but I can't. So I pulled out this little kit by Shepherd's Bush that I got from the Nashville Needlework Show this year. And it's the Be Joyful Scissor Fob. Looks like that. Now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to stitch it and then put it back to back, one side's Be, one side's Joyful. I'm going to stitch them as ornaments and finish them as two instead of back to back, because I want to hang them like on a door or hang them together. I don't want people to have to turn it over to see that it says be Joyful. You know what I'm saying, right? Okay. So I started it and I got a little beehive started, and that's my progress, not much. I started that, but I didn't get far on it, too far on it, because my husband came home. He's like, let's do bee inspections. I'm like, I'm stitching, but you know, you gotta do it when you gotta do it. I'll show you Stone Roses. I did work on her a bit since the last time we saw each other. I finished. This one's always a challenge to get out. I finished the blue part that I was working on the bottom, and then I started working back up the top. I didn't, you know, there's more bottom part, but I decided to take it back up the top, because if I had to look at any more blue on this thing, I probably would have ran my head into a wall or something. It's just, that was a lot of blue. And blue's my favorite color, but I don't want to see it anymore. But here's my progress on Stone Roses. I'm hoping that you're seeing that. I can't tell because I'm hiding, like I said, like a thief in the night. I'm back here behind Leah. Yes, see, there you go. There's my progress on that. It's really wrinkled, like I said. Yeah, it'll be washed and dried. But I was very excited when I started going back up on the Stone Roses because, see, look, it's pink. Right there. And that was nice to, I think when you're stitching in like a monotone kind of color palette, like the blues and the grays, when you get to a pink, you're like, oh, it's a new color, and you're very excited. Okay, so let me show you the newest whip in my collection of whips. And this is, I know you guys have seen this, something that I got in Cape May this past fall, and it is the Secret Santa by Lavender and Lace. And I'm doing this for a stitch along on Cross Stitch and Discuss. Like I said, I decided to forego the Chatterlane stitch along, which is going to start in November, to do this because not only is this a lot of whips for me, I usually like to just do one or two, but now I'm doing many, and it's okay because I like it like this now. It gives you more variety, and you get to wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to work on that today, and hey, I'm going to work on that today. But I can't believe how much these cost to stitch, and to to get the materials together for Secret Santa was pricey. Chatelaine, I don't know how you want to say that. They're very, very, very expensive to stitch. I know they have free ones and they have smaller ones, but the one I wanted to do was, I think, $200 and something when all was said and done. So I said, you know, I'm just gonna do this one. So this is my progress. I started this Sunday and I only stitched on it Sunday. I got pretty far. I mean, I've been watching Grey's Anatomy. I know a lot of you out there watch it, but I just started watching it this year. So I'm in season 6 and I can watch it like and stitch for hours. So that's what I did Sunday, and I got kind of, you know, a little dent in it, but it's on 28 count fabric, so the stitches are bigger, and this is what my progress is. Now I know I said that I finished one, and the one I finished is the Abby, and I am super, super happy with this. To me, this is actually my favorite finish that I've ever finished, and I've been stitching for many years and I have a lot of finishes, but I love this one the best, and this is what it looks like. It's so small, like it was supposed to be done on 28 count or 14 count, and I did it on 32 count, so it came out a lot smaller, but I think because I did that, it kind of looks more three-dimensional and more detailed. That's kind of why I did it. So it's very small, but I adore it. And if you know anything about me, you know I love Cape May. You know this is my favorite house in Cape May. So that's what that looks like. So that's pretty much it for now. I'll be back soon. I think my next couple of videos will be different than cross stitch, so people can be excited about that. I don't mean to not do videos that people want to see. I just, you know, I do what I can do, and that's all I can do, I guess, you know, so to speak. I'm going to take you guys now. We're going to go on a little tour because I do have some framed finishes, and I hung them. My husband hung them, and some people want to see them. I do my own framing, and I didn't frame all the ones that I have frames for yet because that's when I got sick. But I am thinking for Stone Roses and the Santa Claus one, the bigger ones, I'm going to take them to a framer. So I think I'm going to take the Abby to the framer. I found one that's really close by to me. That's not a Michaels or an AC Moore. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I just heard horror stories about that, and you don't want to mess with my stitching, because I will. Don't do that. But I'm going to take this, I think, to the framer first to see how they do with this one. I know I just said this is my most beloved piece ever. And then if they do a good job, I'm going to take Stone Roses there when it's done and the Santa Claus one, because they're bigger, and I don't know if I'm going to have an easier time framing something bigger or a harder time. I'm going to say harder because it's so big. But let me take you on a tour and show you my new frame stuff and where they're hanging, and yeah, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye! This is not something that I framed. It's just something hanging out in the hallway where my framed pieces are hanging. Right? You wiener? Okay, so I know I showed you guys the stairway of framed pieces before, but as you can see, there's a new one. This one is the Happy Trails to You that I framed. I got that frame on framesbymail.com. And then up a few steps, we got the, what is this, Halloween Cove by the Bay Needle Arts. And that is also framesbymail.com. There's a crack in my wall. Ignore it. We hung it right on the crack. Then we go down the stairs. That's where I film. You can see it's a mess now. I'm filming. And this is the Hall of Stitches. And that's where some stitches are, too. And this is my procession that I did a few years ago, or last year or something. And that's another frame I got at framesbymail.com. That's my Cape May one. I did that so long ago. Still one of my favorite ones. And I actually reframed this one because I didn't like the frame that it was in. This is a frame. Let me try to get over here so you can see it. That's a frame that I got at a yard sale. I got 3 of them and they were $2 a piece, believe it or not. So I don't know why they were selling them so cheap, but it's a pretty nice frame. This one doesn't have glass. Look, I'm poking it. Shame on me. But if I find glass or, you know, whatever, I can put glass in it. But a lot of stitches that don't have glass, you just have to make sure you keep them dusted. Nobody, like, you know, like I just did, poke them. But yeah, I reframed that one. And then the last one that I haven't shown you guys is this one, the Wedding You. And that's a framesbymail.com frame. So again, thank you guys for watching. Bye. If I can get it out. I like that sound. Now that I did hear, opening a fresh chart. Because, ow, son of a bitch. I think it might be the